Thank you so much for having me here, madam.
Have you made any videos before this?
Yes, I have made many videos. I used to every day plan this Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to call a photographer, I'm going to make a lot of content, and that Saturday or Sunday never came in my life.
As a 15-year-old child, you stepped on the stage for the first time. Got you so early. Early on, you started off with speaking about mental health. So you're just 28 years old, Dr. Shubham. What is your advice to them?
But this game is a totally different game altogether.
Hello everyone, today I have someone with me who got All India rank 16, and not just that, he is an MD in psychiatry, worked at the best hospital and a learning center in entire India, which is NIMHANS. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Shubham Sabharwal. Hi Dr. Shubham.
Hello madam.
Welcome to Creatorwerse.
Thank you so much for having me here, madam, and you invited and we are here in your city. Thank you so much.
So Dr. Shubham, what was your first experience of stepping into this place?
I was in awe of the setup that has been made, and I had expectations, and you all have surpassed my expectations. Thank you for that.
And have you made any videos before this?
Yes, I have made many videos before this, and somewhere down the line that gave me around 2,000-3,000 followers on Instagram, but I have been very inconsistent in making videos, and I used to every day plan this Saturday or Sunday I'm going to call a photographer, I'm going to make a lot of content, and that Saturday or Sunday never came in my life. So this Saturday Sunday I just took this decision to come to Creatorwerse and get a lot of content recorded, and yes, I have a lot of content bank now.
So how important do you think it is for doctors who are very busy with their schedules to create a video bank?
I believe in the present day, my mentors have been telling me that present day people are looking for healthcare knowledge, and there are so many people misguiding people, and that's the reason, you know, authentic people, doctors, especially the people who have spent so many years, probably decades of their life into teaching people the right things, they should be the ones who should now become vocal. They should be the ones who should now wear the mics along with the stethoscopes, and they should be the ones who create a lot of content, bank it, and is very important because we don't have time. We don't have enough time to take times off and then create more content. You know, it's important that we bank it once and we start sending it slowly and slowly.
As a 15-year-old child, you stepped on the stage for the first time, right? So can you talk about what got you so early? Early on, you started off with speaking about mental health. So it was a soul calling, right?
Kind of, yes. Earlier, soul calling is something that I would not believe. It was something, it was inquisitiveness that I was watching Discovery Science where people used to do some magic tricks, and Keith Barry was a mentalist whose magic techniques used to attract me. I thought somewhere down the line they they attack on the subconscious mind, and I wanted to learn about it. And I luckily found a book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, on a railway station, and I told my father I want to buy this, and luckily that was all the content that I wanted to learn, probably some of the basic things I was learning, and I was so excited to talk about it to everyone, and I was telling it to my teachers, my school friends, and so many people, and that was the moment probably people also started saying, yeah, your techniques are working for us, and that became kind of like a testimonial for me, and I started moving up in this direction. I went to so many coaches, trainers, I've worked with so many giant branded people, and I've been mentored by great people, and I've got a lot of backing from the MBBS learning, and my MD in psychiatry was the final stamp over all the knowledge, and now I've been in practice also.
So how important it is for doctors to have a mentor?
Every doctor must have a mentor, and rather every person must have a mentor. It's like we think this we are here and we are not good enough, and our mentors show us a good quality in us, and they tell that you are not made for this, you are made for somewhere here, and this for us looks unachievable, but with the help of a mentor, they come in as catalysts. They don't take part in the whole process anywhere. They just tell you this is it, this is how you need to do it. They just give you the necessary push, and as a catalyst they just make us achieve things very fast. So that's how that has been my success journey also, and I've tried to achieve things faster, and I've got them, a lot of them, in place. So thanks to all the mentors in my life.
So you're just 28 years old, Dr. Shubham, the youngest in the batch, right? So what gave you that wisdom or that push to be doing what you're doing right now?
Probably now it comes up like soul calling. Every patient that I deal with, every story that I hear, I become so much more connected to my subject, and I enter into the depths of it, solving people's problems, understanding their psyche, the structures of the mind, how they came up, and their personal life stories. They are just so unique, and solving these things just gives me enough more of fuel for the purpose that I have now moved on to, which is making maybe India health issues free. So that's the purpose now. So yeah.
So lot of times doctors have a very hectic schedule, right? What is your advice to doctors from the perspective of mental health totally, right? I'm sure you must be meeting a lot of doctors, and what is your advice to them?
So while working with doctors, I actually train doctors also. So I'm teaching doctors many years, and from my MBBS life, and working with them very closely, what I have seen is that they become too connected to this purpose of healing people, and at the same time they also neglect their personal lives, their personal mental health. And that is where I have a message that your physical health, your mental health, and your relationships, if they are not taken care of, you are going to be broken all your life, and you will be trying to solve other people's problems. That is not the way out. You cannot do charity with an empty stomach yourself. If you are starving and you are trying to do charity, that's not a surviving thing, that you cannot thrive this way. So you have to first take out at least 1 hour for yourself. You can give 23 hours of your life to everyone on the planet, but please 1 hour for yourself. That me time is the most important time. In that, please do some meditation, some exercises, do gratitude writing, do journaling, and whatever else techniques that you must have heard of, please do them. Implementation is the key.
So our schedule here, we started off at 9 in the morning until 3 p.m. I haven't seen you shoot even one video properly on day one, right? So what was happening to you? And though we closed sharp at 3 p.m., how did we support you to continue on the journey?
Oh, that support was the best part that has happened to me. In the morning, what I was facing was the creator's block. I was thinking, maybe this should be done this way. How should I say it? Maybe this would be the perfect way to do it. I made hundreds of videos, but I did not tell anyone that I have made so many, and I have not been successful in it. I'm saying not a single one I could make, not a single one I could make. Why? Because it was in my mind that the perfection has not come, and that was where the team and the other people, the community, helped me not to go for perfection. And the moment this one line was said by the community and my mentor, Mani Madam, it suddenly broke a lot of barriers in my mind, and I've been making videos on a marathon, and tuck, so many videos have been done now.
So on the final day, how many videos did you make in one single day?
I count it as an hour. In 1 hour, 13 videos.
1 hour, 13 videos. Imagine, guys, the first 9 to 3, the first day full, he didn't even make one video properly, and second day in just 1 hour, he's made 13 videos. So what created that shift, doctor?
Probably it's the flow that we entered into, that zone, and seeing people around. Everyone is doing, so many rooms are being occupied and people are doing their content. That community also makes a lot of difference in that and we come from a very competitive background, right? We've been doing MBBS entrances and MD entrances, so a little amount of competition also helped me. And the other was coming into that flow zone, and then things happened.
Right. So, if someone wants to book the studio with a full setup of cameras and all of that, versus taking part in community-based learning where there are 15 to 20 people coming together to shoot videos on their phone, okay, which one would you choose?
That's a very tough question. There was a misconception in my mind that here when I come, there would be people around me who will be shooting me from this angle, that angle, but that did not happen. And that was the creative shift that has happened. And I was thinking someone would be shooting me, and it changed into I have to shoot myself. And I was in a shock for the first many hours. But that is something that has made me so much more confident in video making. Probably I now feel I don't need anyone. It's probably just a small amount of setup. You just need a backdrop, one ring light, one phone, and maybe a mic for better clarity, and you're just done. And it's just such an amazing experience. That breakthrough, this is kind of the breakthrough, that you do not need other people also to make videos. And we've been procrastinating all these years, all these months, just for waiting for someone to come and shoot us. We don't need anyone.
So, doctor, can you tell me how much time and money we have saved for you just by breaking that bill?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. I was calculating the other way around, like flights. I've come from a different city, the payments for the studio and all. And like I was calculating that way, and like this does not seem worth it. But later, when I'm doing it, I believe this will itself, it solves my purpose to be on stage, or probably on and to spread my knowledge to the world. That purpose being solved, that itself is a huge achievement. And then money saving again, then that's a very different game altogether. And probably I was hungry and angry at the same time. That was when I was doing a lot of calculations. So now I'm not into that.
So, if there is a doctor out there who is thinking like you, you've been toppers all your life, right? Wanting to excel, wanting to put out that one best video. If there is a topper out there who's watching this and who's been thinking for a long time that, oh, we need to make something like extraordinary, brilliant, what is your advice to them?
Oh, that's a very nice question, and thank you for the question. Every topper becomes a topper because of some of their qualities. Those qualities worked really well for the competitive exams, but this game is a totally different game altogether. So here, that creator's block would be the thing that comes out of that perfectionism and the qualities that made you the topper. So that is what you have to break through, and that is not needed. Actually, you don't need to be perfect. You have spent maybe months, years, and probably decades into your thing. So you have a lot of content to give to the planet, and it's all authentic content. So your content is powerful, and you don't have to do very perfect things. Whatever you say, people will accept it, and it is gonna save so many lives. So please don't think a lot, just do it.
So, if your video were to go viral, what topic would you want most people to know you about?
Know me about?
Yes, like Dr. Shubham's that video was mind blowing. It just changed our life, right? What would that topic be, Dr. Shubham?
Okay, so the most underrated therapy tool which I talk in my sessions is actually journaling. So if you start doing that every day, what happens is that the garbage that we've been taking all this while, it just starts going out. And so I always say, if you want to top in life, you should think on paper, which is TOP. So if you do this regularly on a 5W1H method, if you do a deeper analysis of what happened, why happened, where, when, why, and who, and so if this is how you can analyze your thoughts, this is going to give you a deep clarity, and 90% of all your problems will be solved, and you would never need my help. And that is something I want everyone to know, and you should implement it every day in your life. So you don't need me.
They would need you for holistic purpose rather than for medication purpose.
Yeah.
Right? So, because everyone needs a therapist, I strongly believe that every grown individual should have a therapist that they should have a conversation with, and every family should have psychiatrist whom they can easily consult. So, Dr. Shubham, what was your first journal entry in your life? At what age did you do your journal entry?
Oh, that's a nice question. And at the age of probably 14, 15 I had started. Why? Because I got a good mentor who told me the importance of this thing, and from that time I've been breaking my own thoughts, or the the barriers in my mind that I've been building, and I've been breaking them down through this analysis process, and it's worked really well for me. And everyone goes through so many mental health issues. Not everyone says it. Probably even I say, probably I must have also gone through that adolescence period, that peer pressure, that need for approval of others. That made me so much more underconfident about myself, and that time, journaling really helped me a lot. And that is what I must share, that everyone should take help. Asking for help is not weakness, and just suffering probably is not the way out. So please seek help as soon as possible whenever you need.
Do you want to share about your most successful breakthrough with your clients?
Oh yes, one of the clients, probably I'll share two stories. One of the clients was a 38-year-old, very high net worth working professional, and she was probably in a very top-notch company that every Indian would know, and she was suffering from deep emotional traumas, relationship traumas, and she had very high IQ that we came to know only after a good diagnostic psychometry that we made her pass through. And that is where we found out there were so many untreated ADHD traits in her, and that made such a huge difference. The right medicines, right coaching, just 6 to 7 sessions with us, and she is now so well performing. All of her issues are now getting resolved, and now she is so confident, and she does not feel like earlier, and she used to feel like a failure. And the biggest thing was that earlier diagnosis had misdiagnosed in some ways and told it to be a borderline personality disorder, and that was something that broke her a lot. And then when we reshuffled the diagnosis and we changed it to ADHD, adult ADHD, and the treatment was done for that, and it just give magical results to that person. And I'm really very happy with that transformation that she has gone through. And the other one was a couple who both of them did not want to stay together with each other, and but just for the last chance, was just for the sake of it, they came to me, and they were referred by someone else, and probably for 5 or 6 sessions they came regularly. After that they stopped coming, and we felt like probably they have now given it up and they must have gotten divorced, so what to do. And a few months later they came back, and they showed a photo of both of them on a yacht in a blue sea, and the man is sitting, and the lady had her head on the shoulders of this unwanted husband. And that this has brought so many tears into my eyes. That moment was such a life-changing moment. I felt so nice, and after that so many of the relationships, so many of the marriages have been saved, and I'm so thankful to God for giving me such great clients to work on, and they're just amazing, and every day I feel good about my choices about the subject.
So, Dr. Shubham, ADHD has become so common nowadays. I heard you're a miracle ADHD doctor. So, can you share something about that?
Yes, it's been probably I've attended a lot of trainings in ADHD, understanding it deeply, and my great professors from NIMHANS Bangalore, when they came down to our city, I attended their sessions, and I learned a lot that many of the traits are something that we all see as very normal, and we probably ignore them. Like just procrastination can be one of the issues, just not being able to complete tasks on time, or just missing the deadlines, or missing time appointments. Even these basic symptoms can be ones which can be misdiagnosed or probably missed in the diagnosis. So if we start focusing on the right diagnosis, the right symptoms, probably going deeper into the history, taking them into the proper diagnostic psychometry, so probably this right protocol helps us into getting into the depths of it and solving it with the right medicines also. So there's nothing miracle in that, but we just follow a very nice system which helps us with the diagnosis, and we are good at the diagnosis part.
Beautiful. So, if on ADHD you have to spread one strong message, what is that going to be?
all the ADHD people, what happens is that they have been labeled as bad boys and bad girls because of the inattention, because of the hyperactivity that they show. They've always been said to be bad. My answer is, you are not bad. Your symptoms are bad, maybe. So your symptoms and you are totally separate, and please do not take these symptoms to be yourself. So they are not you. So they don't define you. Get treated, remove the symptoms. You are the greatest person ever born on this planet.
Wonderful. So, in closing, what would you say about Creatorwerse to other doctors who have been thinking of doing content, but they think they know everything and they can do on their own? So, what is your advice to all of those doctors?
So every way we are very snobbish because of the medical background that we have. So we feel like we can do everything alone, and yeah, what is there in this? We can also set up our own thing. But the whole issue is that you are not able to do it. Have you been able to do it till date? If not, please take help, and mentorship and taking Catalyst is not bad. So asking for help is not bad. Please do come and get your content done. Please spread your knowledge.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shubham, for being here. It was total fun. I enjoyed every single conversation that we have had from the time you have come here. I wish you all the success, because you have all the qualities that can take you to great heights. But just remember only one thing, which is momentum, momentum, momentum. The more content you produce, the more disciplined you are with your content, that is the fastest way to take your message to the huge population which genuinely needs your services. So, so all the very best, so that you can start hitting your thousands and millions with respect to your views.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me here, and for the great coaching and training and the content creation that the journey that we have gone through. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best.